Let's break down everything British families need to know about Universal Orlando's accessibility services in a way that's easy to understand. Think of it as your handy guide to making sure everyone in the family can have a brilliant time at the parks. My name is Martin, I'm a former Disney cast member, and now I help people like you have better holidays to Orlando. Last year we helped over 12,428 happy holiday makers visit the Sunshine State, so we know what we're talking about when it comes to all things Orlando. First up, there's this new thing called the IBC CES Accessibility Card, IAC for short. It's like your golden ticket to getting help with queuing at the parks. The best part? It's completely free. But here's the thing, you'll want to sort this out before you hop on that plane to Florida. You can register online at accessibilitycard.org or through their mobile app, which you'll find in both Apple and Google Play stores. Getting your IAC is pretty straightforward. If you're 18 or older, you can do it yourself. For the little ones under 18, mum or dad will need to handle the registration. Just remember to do this at least 48 hours before your visit. Nobody wants to be scrambling around with paperwork when they could be riding roller coasters. What happens if you forget to register in time? Don't panic. You can still pop over to guest services when you arrive. They're just to the right of the park turnstiles. The friendly team there will help you sort everything out. Now, what you need for the registration is just 3 simple things. 1, a recent photo of whoever needs the card. This helps them identify you at the park. 2, contact details for either the person who needs the card or their parent, guardian. 3, a note from a doctor, government office, or educational support professional explaining what accommodations you need. And if you've booked your holiday to Orlando with us, don't worry, your Orlando guru will help you sort out your pass. Once you've registered, Universal will give you a ring to chat about what help you need. Keep an eye on your email too. If they can't reach you by phone, they'll send your case number and a number to call. If you don't hear from them, don't be shy, give them a bell. They're quite friendly. Here's your step-by-step checklist. 1, complete that registration. 2, print your IAC card or keep it on your phone. 3, have a chat with Universal and get your case number. 4, when you arrive, take both to guest services to get your pass sorted. When you get to the park, you'll receive what's called an Attraction Assistance Pass, AAP. This is your actual park pass that helps you manage queuing. You can bring up to 5 people with you so the whole family can stick together. That's 6 people total, including the person with the IAC. Stick around as I'll be sharing with you some top tips. You're wasting your time if you book your Orlando holiday anywhere else. Literally. Wait, what? Why does it matter where you book your trip to Walt Disney World? On average, people who book with us do 5 more rides and queue less every single day. So if you're in Orlando for 2 weeks, that's 70 more things you could do. We love helping people like you do more in Orlando, or do more Orlando, as we like to call it. So how does it work? You'll have a few calls with your Orlando guru. It's our job to find out everything you want to do and make some suggestions. Your guru takes around 9 hours to put together your personal park planner. This is your key to doing more Orlando. Along with tons of tips, we use cutting-edge tech to help you navigate the parks. And forget about reading all those restaurant reviews. Disney World alone has over 205 places to eat, and you'll find all the best ones for you in your planner. And don't worry, it's not some complex military-style plan. It's super easy to follow. Plus, it saves you watching hundreds of hours of YouTube videos or asking questions on Facebook just to get confusing and conflicting information. We're the Orlando gurus, so you don't have to be. Normally, our personal park planners cost £248, but when you book with us, you'll get this for free. Queue less and do more Orlando. The way it works is quite clever. When you go to a ride, instead of standing in the regular queue, you'll get a return time. Think of it like a dinner reservation, but for rides. The wait will be about the same as the regular queue, but you can spend that time doing other fun things instead of standing in line. While you're waiting, you can go explore other parts of the park, grab some butterbeer, or catch one of the brilliant shows such as the Bourne Stuntacular. Here's something important about those return times. If a ride has less than a 30-minute wait, you can usually hop right into the alternative queue. for longer waits, they'll give you a specific time to come back. One important thing to remember, you can only have one return time at once. It's like having one bookmark. You need to use it before you can pop another one in. There are some rare exceptions though. For example, if you're waiting for Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, which can have massive 2-hour queues, sometimes they'll let you get another return time while you wait. If you're worried about busy days, and let's face it, Orlando can get properly packed, you might want to consider getting an express pass as well. It's like having a super-powered AAP. Even better, if you stay at one of Universal's fancy hotels, like the Portofino Bay Hard Rock Hotel or Lowe's Royal Pacific, you get express passes included. How's that for a proper treat? Speaking of hotels, all Universal Resort guests, even at the more budget-friendly spots like Dockside Inn, get early park admission. That's a whole extra hour to enjoy select attractions before the regular crowds arrive. Brilliant way to start the day. Here's a top tip for families with little ones. If your child needs to use their pushchair as a wheelchair, just mention it at guest services. They'll sort you out so you can take it into the accessible queues. And don't forget about those family health services locations near the front of both Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. Perfect spots for a quick break. The IAC is valid for a whole year, so if you're planning multiple trips, you won't need to faff about with paperwork each time. The card itself is digital, but you can print it if you prefer having a paper copy. Lost it? No worries, just log back into your account and download it again. If you find yourself in a pickle or the AAP isn't quite working for your needs, have a chat with a supervisor at guest services. They might be able to sort you out with something called a guest assistance pass, GAP, which offers even more help with queuing. This one's a bit harder to get, but if the AAP really isn't meeting your needs, it's worth asking about. Remember, the whole point of these services is to make sure everyone has a magical time at Universal. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. That's what they're there for. And if you're looking for a brilliant hotel at Universal, check out this video for an amazing, great value place to stay that's packed full of perks.